We're just gonna start again because the episode was shit. So.
You really think that?
Yeah.
Well, why are we even doing
Why are we
this
going? Because I fucking decided to. It's the same reason why
you
you're all
just do another shitty one?
Yeah, it is what it is, man. If I'm happy with it, I'm happy with it.
How am I supposed to even do
How am I supposed to? How am I
if
supposed
you're
to?
gonna tell me
Why
that
is
was
about? Why is
shitty?
about how you're gonna do it, Robbie? Okay. How is something about you making about the podcast? Okay.
You know, great leaders try to inspire their team.
Great
they don't
leaders,
say,
yeah.
you suck. And then when the fucking team goes, well, how are we supposed to do better? Fuck you. Figure it out. That's not really what a leader's supposed to do.
Yeah, right. What's a
Coach
leader
Each.
supposed to do there, huh?
Lead. I don't know. You tell me, leader. You figure it out. It's not my job to figure it
So
out.
then why are you even complaining about it? Aren't you supposed to just maybe good followers trust in their leader?
Oh, yeah, like the Nazi party. Don't trust in your leader always. Tell him when he's fucking wrong.
Like the Nazi party. Yeah, that one constantly like I got just a thing to say here. I'm gonna say, you know, the guy with the mustache. That's funny, right? I'll talk about that for a second. That'll add a lot to this. I'll you know what? No, I got this. Yeah, the Nazis had a leader. So ipso facto, you know, same thing, right? Yeah, guys, everyone in the comments. That's a Robbie moment. One for Robbie. That's the column for the victories for Robbie.
Yeah, ding, ding, ding.
Add that to the back to the victories for Robbie. Do a little ding, ding, ding action. Double one. He wins round 1 and round 2. Let's fucking go. You know what's funny? You know what I thought was funny the other day?
What?
This dawned on me.
What?
Robert Shaw, right?
Uh-huh.
Died in like 77.
Yeah, the shark ate him.
Right. Three for Robbie. Ding, ding, ding. No, Robert Shaw died in 77. So 2 years after Jaws came out, like the biggest movie of all time. And I started laughing, like, what a fucking idiot he must be to capitalize on his career that way. He's in the biggest movie ever made, and then he dies 2 years later, not even get anything off of it.
Idiot.
What a fucking moron you have to be.
I'm dead.
See? No, that was good. All right, I'll take. I don't want to make you too big. After all the shitty things you've done for the last 20 minutes, I might as well give you that.
Can
That
I
was
ask you a
pretty funny.
question, though?
Yeah, what's up?
What made that one good versus the other reference I did before? I did the South Park, but you said it was fucking stupid with it. Why did that one land and the South Park one didn't?
The
And I'm not being a wise. I need to know so I don't keep making the same
find it out
mistake.
yourself, man. Everyone who's listening, they got it. They were like, yeah, no, he's 100% right. Now you're like, they're like, yep, there's Robbie again asking too many questions, not knowing what we're supposed to know.
Yeah, fuck me for trying to better myself.
Okay, yeah, you're right. Fuck you.
Yeah.
But no, I was like, this guy couldn't have died 10 years later and ride the coattails a little bit. He just has to die immediately.
That is pretty odd.
It's hilarious.
That's a really weird business move.
I know. Why wouldn't he done Jaws sooner?
You think he'd make...
Why wouldn't he let his big break happen sooner if he's going to only die in 70? If he knew he was going to die in 77, why didn't he just do his big break in like 62?
Exactly. You think he would have at least done Jaws too? He would have done a shitty movie, then died off.
But no, he's like, I'm going to be in Jaws and
Paul
then
Newman
die.
had respect. Paul Newman did Cars 3, then he died.
Yeah. Cars 3?
He's one of the Cars movies.
I think he's only in the first one.
I think they used archive footage for the third one. So technically
Archive
he's in the
footage, you
third
think?
one. Yeah.
Paul, I
Yeah, I didn't know how to say that word
I gotta
till,
look
like,
something
a
up
couple
and you're
years
like,
ago.
all right, I'm also going to go silent. Yeah.
How did I go silent, actually? I'm pretty sure I said...
Only
you
the
know-
first Cars. You know how smart I am, Robbie?
No, how smart are you, Alex?
Well, I
Go
just proved it. Like,
Yeah.
for an account. So when you said about Paul Newman in Cars 3, I said, are you sure he's in Cars? I think he's only in the first Cars. And then I just checked it. I went on to IMDb.
Yeah,
and he's only in
yeah,
Cars,
I'm pretty sure
the
he's
first
in
one.
archive footage for the third one.
He's not.
Probably, because all trilogies, the third one goes back to the first movie.
No, because he died in 2008. And I was like, there's no way the third Cars movie came out in 2008.
Yeah,
that
you're
first
right,
one,
because Marlon Brando was in a movie after he died.
yeah, but there's
Paul
none
Newman
of
couldn't
Paul
possibly
Newman.
do it. Yeah, okay.
There's not. His last credit is the movie in 2008 called The
Cars
Meerkats.
3, exactly.
No.
And Sean Connery.
It's a documentary. It's not even a movie. His last movie is literally Cars.
All right, whatever. I think you're lying, but whatever. No one can really approve this, honestly.
Yeah. No one who can't have access to IMDb.
Jamie, can you pull that up, actually?
I saw this woman post on her story.
Oh, I have something to say about that, actually.
So I saw a woman post on her story about how she's like, I haven't seen my kid in so long, I can't remember what they look like.
What?
And then... and then the next snap story was a picture of a fucking cupcake saying, yo, this is fire. And I started laughing so hard. I was like, that's why you don't have your kid, you fucking idiot. Because you say, I haven't seen my daughter in so long that I don't remember what she looks like. First off, if you don't remember what your daughter looks like, you shouldn't have her in the first place. Second of all, your daughter was living with you like in the end of the last year. I don't know what happened the last 4 months,
Yeah,
but you forgot your daughter in 4 months. Even if you're being hyperbolic, I don't know. If you are trying to be hyperbolic and you go to the extreme saying, I miss my daughter, then maybe don't post within an 8-minute window. But this cupcake is pretty fucking good. It's pretty good.
That was funny.
And it's just like, maybe you're unfit to be a mother if you're saying shit like, yeah, sucks I can't see my daughter's face ever again, but damn, this fucking sweet treat tastes nice.
Damn, this sweet treat tastes nice.
To be fair, though, devil's advocate here, it's a pretty nice cupcake. It was like a cupcake you get from like a fucking nice little bakery. It had like a cherry on top. It was a nice little cup. It wasn't like a fucking store-bought 12-pack little. That'd be fucking. That'd be the funniest thing in the world. If she posted like a 12-pack of like mini cupcakes that are like, way too condensed with hard frosting and those shitty sprinkles. Yeah. And she's like, oh, dude, fuck it. This makes up for everything.
That'd be
fuck my kid.
I mean, I know I said my kid a couple seconds ago. I mean, these cupcakes are fucking great.
I thought, I'll be honest. I was pretty bummed out about the whole not having a daughter thing anymore.
But I'm pretty psyched about this cupcake thing.
I might be a little sad about the whole lack of motherhood, but I'm pretty fucking happy about this whole sweet tooth thing. It's a new part of my life, man. It's the next stage. It's the next part of my life, man. That kid shit, that was last year. All right? It came and it went. All good things do.
All good things do.
Listen, no one ever said you had to be a parent permanently, It's an option. It really is.
So you could maybe say that the cupcake stories kind of trivialize the whole I miss my daughter story.
I'd say that. I would make that decree for sure because it does, and it's hilarious.
So there's a chick I know who does the same thing with her stories.
Oh, dude, this is gonna get us canceled. I know exactly what you're gonna say. Right?
You're gonna,
you're gonna fucking end the entire show.
I don't know if I should say, but
you're gonna end the episode. You see, Robbie, this is what we always go through: is that I teeter the line of political satire, and then you come in here like a bull in a china shop, and you start knocking things around, and you're like pimps and whores, okay? And it's just we can't have that happening all the time.
All right, I'm sorry. I won't say it.
It's fine. Thankfully, I'm clairvoyant and saw, that stupid scene when Doctor Strange is like, I went through a bajillion possibilities. This is the only one that's even remotely a chance. I just went through that, okay? It's tough.
So the only one that was a remote chance is me saying something fucking stupid that could ruin everything.
Exactly. I was like, this can't happen.
There's no possibility when what I said was intelligent or contributory. Contributory? Is that a word?
But hey, I'll just say, gosh, I can't believe the podcast ended. It sucks that, such high highs and lows, but then this cupcake looks so good right now. I'm like, I don't even care anymore, man. It's like, damn, cupcakes answered everything, apparently. The scene, man, let's keep it simple, Enjoy the simpler things. Why worry about having a kid? Ugh, headache. Nice little yummy treat. Ugh, everyone loves that.
Cupcakes.
Hey, we got your kid again. Turns out the father's just as crazy as you are. So, you want him back? I don't know. Maybe. Probably not. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. You just gonna sit there in silence now? I'll just keep talking for another 8 minutes.
Yeah,
that's fine, man. I'll just keep thinking.
Well, I tried to talk, and you said it was gonna ruin
I don't know.
it.
You know what I hate? Here's something that bothers me. I hate when people have someone on their podcast, and instead of having a conversation with them, they just audibly and verbally blow them for the entire thing. Like, dude, you're just so great. You're just so great. You're
I actually
so phenomenal.
Like that. I wish you would do that for me occasionally instead of tearing me down all the time.
That's gonna be the best part. When there's a guest on here, if someone tries to talk about something, and if someone's talking about something that I don't also happen to think is amazing, they're going to be crucified for it. I don't care. They're like, oh yeah, I'm working on it's just my passion. Is this woodworking? That sounds stupid as shit. Aren't you supposed to be a comedian? Why think you're here to talk about your woodworking? That's it. That's what I don't like, actually. That's my big issue with people, is people get famous for doing certain things, like having a comedy podcast, talking comedy, and then they get a little too big for their bridges, and they get a little attention, they get a little action, they're like, oh, and they blur the line, like, oh, no. People are here because they like me. They like what I'm saying. They like my thoughts, and they start talking about things that are not that original. People are there for the comedy aspect. But they're like, no. They don't care about the comedy aspect that I'm selling. They like me. They want to know what I think and my personal beliefs and ideologies and issues. And they start talking about their personal beliefs, ideologies, and issues. And like, yeah. And they try to be smart and they try to act like they're intelligent. It's like, no one's here to learn from you. You're the funny guy. Okay, we all have archetypes. Play it. Be the jester.
You know what's hilarious about that, actually? Because everybody, once they start getting too big for their bridges, they make the fucking rookie mistake that many people make when they try to start doing this business, and I did in the beginning.
Trying to sound smart?
Yeah, trying to sound smart.
Yeah, man. When really all you should be in the back of your head, you should be like, every podcast, are we having fun yet?
Yeah, really.
On every podcast, you should, are we having fun yet?
Dude, you sound just like it when you
But
do
instead, they're like, yes, tell me about dude, what was it like growing up with in a single parent home? Like, what was that being raised like that? And how was that tough for you to get off the streets? And where'd you find comedy?
Did that upbringing help inspire your type of comedy? Did it help
No,
give you a
man,
voice
not
for
having a
comedy?
father was tough, man. Not having a dad around, but I was the funny guy, and I was the funniest guy in the house. I had my siblings. We lived a hard life. I want to make them laugh. Made them laugh. And when other people were laughing, I realized I can make more people laugh.
So you could say, in a way, comedy saved you.
I would say that. Comedy saved my life. It saved my family's life. It's provided them a life I never thought they'd have. Everyone listening is like, this is a weirdly ambiguous character. Where is he from? It sounds like you're almost being offensive to a lot of different races the way you're talking, Alec. Like that's the point. If you don't single out one ethnic, dialect, you're not really singling out any of them.
Wow.
If anything, I'm actually being inclusive by jumping around from voice to voice to voice. Because everyone knows that the perfect utopian society is where we all breed so much with each other. There's just no identity or race. It's just one. Everything's
that's
so
human.
We just become fucking mutts. That's what we become. That's the end game. That is the end game. You're welcome. But yes. You gonna say anything or no? I gotta talk more still.
No, that was too beautiful what you said.
Thanks, man. Thanks, man.
I got sucked up in the moment. I'm not sure what to say.
There's a shock. I have to keep doing more. All right, man. Let me think. What are we gonna say here?
I mean, I had a couple of things to say. I was going to tell you about my work week, and you were like, "No, it's stupid. You sound like a bitch." And I was going to tell about this girl on her Instagram story. She's like, "Nah, dude, that's going to make you sound like a bitch."
Yeah. All right.
So I mean,
I will say, it's like 2
here.
nights ago, right?
No, I'm sure
I got, believe it or not, hear this out, right? This is going to sound crazy.
Sure.
2 nights ago, me, yours truly.
You?
Yeah.
Okay.
Crazy, right?
Yeah.
2 nights ago.
So far.
2 nights ago.
You.
This, yes.
Okay. Hard to believe so far.
I was experimenting a little guy, right?
Experiment thing?
Yeah, a little guy.
What does that mean? Like you put it up your ass?
No.
Oh, okay.
Doesn't mean that at all, actually. I was dancing. I was doing a little having a hangout with, right? And I got super high. Okay. I went upstairs. I got into bed. I slept naked.
Oh,
I'm not gonna go back now. I'll be honest, bro. I was like, never really seemed like the move to me. And now I'm thinking like, well, gosh, by golly, Alex, 23 years of your life you've been doing something so silly, and it's like, yeah, why not do it more often? I don't know, man. It felt new.
It felt new.
It felt new. It felt new and it felt nude.
It felt new and it felt nude. Is this the way of the Tao? Is this how we should all be doing it?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. That may be the first. No, guys, listen. I'm your cult leader. I'm not trying to sexualize you. I'm only telling you to take your clothes off because it's more comfortable. That's
it gives
the
you
only
really
reason.
It makes you more one with the environment.
Yeah, and also I like how when I say that thing earlier, it's like again, like anyone listening to this is like, oh, he's not actually a cult leader. That's a joke. But then there's other guys who are actual comedians who are getting paid for it. And then they say these things on their podcasts, but no one thinks it's a joke. And then they get in trouble for it. And they're like, no, guys, I was joking. I'm not starting a cult. I don't have a harem of women. That was all a joke. Like, that's interesting because, like, it's not a joke.
This sounds vaguely specific.
Does it?
Yeah. I'm not sure what you're talking about.
I think it's that Brent Morin guy.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's that Brett Morin guy with the harem.
My buttons!
My buttons! I don't talk about for the next 10 minutes, bro.
That's interesting. He's on that show with that guy you're talking about, though. Is that
what guy?
Is that why you mentioned
Whitney Cummings?
No. Related to Whitney Cummings. Oh, I got an idea. I'm going to start saying something. You should cut me off, okay?
Okay.
So I'm trying to tell you the story.
I should
right
put
now.
in this.
Whoops! I'm talking.
I guess that was fun. That was a nice little exercise.
Yeah, good. I was doing.
You're doing Christy, Ilya.
Yeah. So our buddy Lunchbox said
just move on to the next
time
thing because that was terrible.
Alex interrupts you. You should pull that out, and you have not interrupted me once so far in our recording
Pull
session
what out?
tonight. Because you interrupt me nonstop.
So I should. You also think doesn't say oops. Oops. There's a little oops bomb. Oops.
Oh, is that what he says?
Oops. I don't think you did it right to begin with. I don't even like the guy. I don't think you did it right. And also, wait, that was Lunchbox. That was the intellect of two. Those two. That was the combined unified front you guys came up with.
Yeah. How's that feel? That was strong.
I think the two of you need to be taken out and shot like a dog. Okay.
I think we need to just get back to the drawing board and come back with something a little bit better.
I think you need to bask in the filth that was. That was a fucking. I thought it was off the cuff. I'm like, yeah, it's whatever. That was the thing you mentioned for the last week. Like, yeah.
Yeah, I've been saying on that one for a couple days.
Me and Jake went to the fucking. Oh my god.
Well, it's not my fault. You
guys are fucking
the whole
losers.
2 days.
Huh?
You haven't. You always cut me off nonstop, and you have been so polite for some reason today. So I haven't gotten a chance to just naturally drop it. So I had to do what any desperate guy would do in the second comedy and just fucking force the opportunity to say it.
It's very on brand for Chris D'Elia to force something. That's inspired.
Thank you.
I figured I'd have it as a commentary on his actions and how despicable they really are.
Dude, this shit's hard.
What shit's hard?
This
shit. To quote Kendrick Lamar, this shit hard.
I'm actually quoting Baby Keem.
Again, Robbie's like, check this out. It's gonna be way cooler.
Yeah. I don't know. I think some people might be like, that was pretty cool. Robbie is like, yeah, no, that's the guy says it in the song. It's a Kendrick song, but the other guy says it.
I was talking about N95 when he's running, and it says this shit hard, and he says it numerous times, and the screen says it across. It's on that.
Yeah, this shit hard. That song, right? Is that what you're talking about? It's out of pocket. God, thanks for making this the most awkward experience of my life. I didn't hate myself enough. I really fucking hate myself now. I feel so uncomfortable right now.
You should.
I feel like there's something poking in the center of my chest repeatedly on rapid fire. It's just caving in. It's getting hard to breathe. I'm having a hard time breathing right now.
Yeah, man, I don't know what to tell you, man. This shit hard. Yeah. Woo. Yeah. Holla. That's how you act, dude.
It's not at all how I act. You know what, dude? I bring rich, colorful commentary to this show. You do all the talking aspect. I bring all the colorful aspects of it.
You think you're the color commentator?
I'm the color commentator. You're the black and white guy.
I'm the play-by-play, and you're the color commentator.
Green and violet. That's me, yeah.
What are you doing, dude?
What?
Draw.
I'm having a
I thought it was funny.
conversation.
I thought it was funny you're saying that, and as I'm saying that's funny, I just hear the background. You have violet and green. I'm naming colors.
Fuck you.
What are you doing, dude?
Before I wasn't giving enough detail. Okay.
There we go. Yeah. Good doggy.
Why don't you suck on my cock and balls, you cocksucker?
Dude, you're spinning out of control this episode.
Yeah, dude. I said I was out of my tree before, dude. This is hard.
Bro, you had a solid 7-episode run, 10-episode run of just solid contributions, not being a detriment, and then say you're like, you know what? Fuck it, we ball, and you're gonna go back to being an asshole.
I'm not being an asshole. You're just being super judgmental. You're not usually this much judgmental. That's the
I thought I was
problem.
being polite, but you're not being judgmental.
You're being both. You're being
That's
both at the
interesting.
same
Again, it goes
time.
back to what it always goes to.
Hey,
Alex, why aren't you doing better? Why aren't you making this job easier for me?
Do better. You're the fucking host. I'm the co-host. I'm not supposed to carry
How are you
the
the color commentator?
Well, exactly. That's what I'm supposed to do. I just
Why aren't you adding color to any of it? You're making
What?
everything worse. You're dampening the color. You're robbing it of color. You're desaturating the entire
Yeah,
show.
well, I guess that's my job, isn't it? Robbie the robber.
Robbie the robber.
That's 20 minutes, right? We're done.
Unfortunately, it's not even 19 minutes.
What is it? 18.
18.
That's close enough.
It's not. You're making it feel longer because someone isn't on their game today.
All right, so we take a break after this. We do a little coke, and then we get back in the line.
Hey man, your little nose candy, a little bumpy bump.
Woo.
I thought of also how popped my head, how our family might stumble upon this and be like, Uncle Louie's like, yeah, those kids. Oh god. What's Sherry?
Terry.
I'm gonna Sherry. It sounds funnier. He's like,
Night,
well,
Sherry.
He's like, well, Sherry, the youth's gone awry. Oh god. I put it on to see my nephews, and this is what I see. A bunch of fucking idiots. What's the world gone to? That's what I imagine is going on. It's a funny thing to think about. Like, yeah, I was listening, and then he calls grandma, and he's like, beep, beep, boop, 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 boop. Yeah, no, I was listening to I listened to what the boys were saying, and about a good, they managed to go about a good 30 seconds before talking about just, like, I don't know, fucking someone, or doing drugs, or gang rape.
Oh,
Just terrible, terrible things.
I spoke to grandma actually recently, and she asked how this is going. I'm like, yeah, we don't really do it much.
Yeah.
We don't get to those when we'd like.
Yeah,
to.
it's actually I've no one. It's actually not even. We actually stopped doing it entirely. So you can stop looking into
what
it.
I said.
We actually we got jobs. We're actually going back to college. We're gonna start wearing blue jeans and gel in our hair. We're gonna do that now. We're going off. We're going back. We're going from the unbeaten path to the beaten path. You know.
Well, they always say once you hollow back in line, things usually work themselves out.
That's true. Usually, once your dream dies, it's gone
things make sense,
never
honestly.
forgotten.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, never forget, man. Never forget. Yeah, you think they should have chose something not so easy to lampoon for their slogan.
Well,
Also, I think it's pretty cool too that there's a slogan to a national tragedy. No one says World War II.
That was
a big one.
No, I liked mine better.
But they say 9/11. Never forget. It has a tagline to it, so you can remember it by. Everyone's like,
what was
"What's
the turn
that?"
of the century? Like you said last.
Everyone's
week,
like 9/11, and it's like, "What's that?" Never forget. Oh yeah, 9/11.
movie, yeah.
My bad. 9/11, the terrorist thing. Yeah.
That was a summer flick, wasn't it?
Yeah. That thing where that plane crashed, but there were no like wings anywhere else in the city,
Yeah, honestly, I thought the whole thing's a little contrived.
or how Tower 5 just fell.
I felt the ending was really forced.
Yeah. Yeah, it was. It wasn't. It was like it was a great set piece, but it was a little rushed.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and everyone's like, "You can't say that."
Actually, we can. I learned recently from South Park, things are funny after 22 and a half years.
Yeah,
And it's
that's
been 22
true.
and a half years
That's
since
a
it
great
happened,
point.
So it's actually hilarious now.
I saw George Carlin. It's not even worth. I'm not even gonna try to explain it, but it's the same premise. He was saying he basically said, "Fuck them. You can joke about whatever you want." But I feel like George Carlin jokes are the stupidest thing to try and recite because he just drones on, and it's not really much of like a joke. It's more just like he's having this emission.
Yeah,
And he kind of says things that you can't really, unless you actually know every single word he said. He's like, a lot of comedians, you can go to the joke and kind of recite it half-assed and it still gets the punchline.
Mm-hmm.
But George Carlin's kind of like a very specific way of talking, you know? You know what I mean?
He doesn't really tell jokes. He kind of just goes on
He just talks in
monologues that are
drones,
funny.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty funny, though. Pretty funny guy. Pretty funny guy. And we still have fucking another minute. Another
Do we
goddamn
really?
minute.
Do we have to have another minute?
This episode fucking sucks, dude. Two in a row that are shit.
Do you think they're bullshit?
I don't know.
Well, let's just stop them now. Let's just stop.
All the, who knows really? I'm half convinced that doesn't matter what we say at all. So it's just as long as someone thinks they're hearing something, they'll think it's something they're hearing might be good, you know?
That kind of that's how it works.
So my incessant talking can fill up the dead space, I suppose. And everyone's like, you shouldn't be saying. You know when those assholes are like, no, you shouldn't actually. You should never say when the show's going bad.
I agree with that.
Then people
actually.
know.
Yeah, I agree with
that the
that.
show's going bad, and
Yeah.
you don't want them to know that. It's like a secret. It's like, yeah, because they can't figure out for themselves if the show's good or bad or not.
No, I think it was going fine until you decided to bring attention to the fact that it
And
wasn't.
then they're
you
like,
made the other guy
you
participate
should
and he wasn't good either.
never, even if you have a guest, you should never mention that. Like, you should always try to keep face.
I agree with that. Maybe you should stop trying to point out how bad things are all
You know, it's actually really important that they never actually
is really
truly.
important,
You
actually.
guys keep be a step ahead of everyone all the time.
I agree. You
And
should-
it's
you
like,
should
yeah,
be a
that's why I'm
step
actually 3 steps ahead of everyone, which is why I'm faking this is a bad show. We all know it was actually a great show the entire fucking time.
Wow, you even fooled me, dude. That was
You know how good I am, bro? Do you know who the fuck, dude? I am
I don't know what to call that.
omniscient.
Whatever it is, it's inspired because you even fooled me, and I've been in on the whole. I've been on this.
You haven't been in on anything, man.
A lot of this.
You're here.
I am here.
You're not in this.
You're here and I'm here. Aren't we both in this together? We're all
All
in this together.
this together. Yeah, fuck yeah.